All right, I wanted to do another Ask Me Anything. I got a question this week about what it means if you're born under an eclipse. And this is how you can tell if you're born under an eclipse. Basically, you can just Google like eclipses the year you were born and see if you were born within a day, I would say, of an eclipse, maybe even a couple of days. But definitely if you're born on the day of an eclipse, it's such an important thing to know. If you have the sun and moon in the same sign and you have the north or south node also in that sign or within 16 degrees of it in another sign, if it's out of sign, it can be within 16 degrees. Or if you have the sun and moon in opposite signs, then you're born around a full moon and if the nodes are close by. But again, the best way to figure it out is just by Googling the dates of eclipses in the year that you were born. And then you can tell if you were born on one. And if you were born on an eclipse, it generally means that eclipse seasons are going to be extra potent for you. And if you're born during an eclipse, if you're born during a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse, there will tend to be a kind of chaos to your life or to you in general, because that's what eclipses are. They're a time, again, where the light goes out and the light goes on. And so I generally experience, or when I give readings to people that are born on an eclipse, especially if they're born exactly on an eclipse, like the day of, that there are these things, there are these events that happen in their life that just feel like, not all the time, obviously, but they're generally people that like wild things happen to them. And the people that like everybody else around them will be like, why is it always you? Why do these things always happen to you? If you're born with an eclipse near the south node, there's going to be a lot more of a theme of giving things away, or even sometimes of loss, especially early in life. And that can obviously shift. But there's a kind of spiritual connotation to the south node that is about non-attachment. It is about being, we could say, of service, but it's also about being unattached to anything, everything. So oftentimes with people with really strong south node placements, especially if you're born during a south node eclipse, there's this vibe of like super chill, like, it's okay, I'm fine. I just kind of like hang out and I don't need for much. It's the anti-FOMO. What's the anti-FOMO? JOMO, joy of missing out. That's the kind of feeling of someone with a strong south node placement. So either born on a south node eclipse or born with south node in the first house, or born, even if the sun is with the south node and there's no eclipse happening, but sun or even moon or ruler of the ascendant near the south node. Someone born on a north node eclipse or during a north node eclipse, or with the north node in the first house, say, or the sun or moon or ruler of the ascendant near the north node, there's like a voracious appetite that those people have. There's this desire to be known, a desire to be experiencing life, a desire to fulfill something, especially if the north node's in the first house or the sun is near the north node, a desire to be like really self-expressed. So the nodes are really fascinating points because they're not actual things. They're just points in space, but they're where these like events occur that are so startling to the mind. And so if we have them in a really prominent place, like first house, 10th house, I'd say, or sun or moon or near them, or we're born during an eclipse, we carry that energy with us. And you can feel that from people. A lot of famous people have a very potent placement, either of the nodes, or some are born during eclipses. But anyways, if you're born during an eclipse seasons every 6 months will be especially active for you. And if you're born during a Virgo eclipse or a Aries eclipse, then this March will be even more potent for you.